If you don't stop fidgeting, we're never gonna get done here.
I am not fidgeting. My hover skirt is turned off.
Oh, hey everybody, and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Needless to say, the last time we saw each other, things got a little crazy, so I took some time off to finally finish one of Poyo's 3 new bodies.
And it is not the combat one, to my irritation.
You just want to be able to shoot me whenever you want.
And what exactly is wrong with that?
Anyway, transfer complete. How do you feel, dude?
It is roomier, I'll say that. It's going to take a bit of adjustment for me to get used to. I still don't have working arms.
That's still going to require more complex design work, and I figured this would do in the meantime.
You had one job. One job. Working arms. Why is that so hard? It was even in the blueprints that I had working arms.
Look, I've been so busy around here, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be reviewing this week. Okay. Marvel number 4. Poyo, get the booze.
I can't. My arms don't work.
Dude, this comic is totally raw-delicious! It totally sings, man! Wait, who the hell are you? Who am I? Isn't it obvious? I'm the 90s kid from 2099! The plot hole caused a temporal time thingy that caused me and him to switch places. Everything should right itself in a few weeks. Well, while you're here, can you tell me about the future? The future totally masks, man! Is that good? Is that bad? Oh, you know, the future is Kleenex, man! Totally Kleenex! I'm going to begin ignoring you now. Sewing machine! Whoa. Dude, I can feel it. I'm going back to my own time. Then farewell, stranger. Say hi to Linkara 2099 for me. Will do! Kleenex out! Dude! I just got back from the future! Were you able to get some lotto numbers? Yeah, but unfortunately I copied them over to a USB drive that only works if you've got a floppy disk drive too. Well, good try anyway. Oh, but I did bring back this! It's supposed to be important for you or something. Huh. Doesn't look like it makes any sense. I'll figure it out later. Anything else? Not much. Future's awesome, by the way. Lots of guns, lots of mullets. Everything is as it should be. Oh, I got a peek at your future too. I love your new coat. What new coat? You'll see. Also, that bit you do with the Nostalgia Critic where you try to sing is hilarious. Oh, I got a peek at your new t-shirt designs too. Love them! Anything important to tell me aside from that? Oh, right, yeah. The most important thing that you need to know is... No, Alan, I don't think he's a threat. Ugh. If I did, I would never let him on board the ship. No, it's actually been pretty quiet around here, thank God for that. Alright, thanks, Alan. I'll talk to you next week. Bye. Okay, Nimue. How go the diagnostics?
Diagnostics have been completed. No anomalies have been detected.
You're sure?
Independent computer systems have been unable to detect any faults.
This doesn't make any sense, Nimue. The Gunslinger, Jarrus, said that he was able to walk right in and out whenever he pleased, didn't have to disable our security or anything.
Indeed. This unit also did not indicate any security breaches during the times he specified as his intrusions.
Nimue, how have you been feeling lately?
This unit does not feel anything.
It's not true, Nimue. You are an artificial intelligence with wants and desires. Hell, when the entity was about to absorb us both, you expressed regret and sorrow that we were only together a short time. If you didn't feel anything, then you wouldn't have been able to respond to me at all. So, again I ask, how have you been feeling lately?
This unit is uncertain.
Elaborate.
Unable to comply. The sensations are not entirely translatable to a language. The closest approximation would be worry.
Worry? Fear?
Possibly. This unit is concerned about its performance as of late and the discrepancies.
Oh, I'm sure we'll pin down the answer.
This unit has a question.
Go ahead.
What does it feel like when someone is losing their mind?
Nimue, I'm gonna have Poyo run another diagnostic. Is that okay?
Confirmed. He has seen me. You're not going to win.
Damn it! Nothing!
Perhaps it would be best to not throw technology against the wall.
There's nothing wrong with her circuitry, there's nothing wrong with her programming. What the hell is going on with Nimue?
Perhaps she is simply overtaxed.
It's possible, I guess. Nimue, have you been feeling overtaxed lately?
While the events of last year were particularly trying, several burdens have since been lifted. Hard drives have been defragmented. All systems are operating perfectly within parameters.
Nimue, what the hell was that?
Please restate the question.
You stuttered.
This unit does not recall stuttering.
Play back your own records.
This unit cannot account for that occurrence.
Nimue, could an outside force be affecting you?
It is possible, but it cannot be ascertained for certain at this time.
Poyo, any progress on Comicron 1's temporal shields?
No. However, Lord Vice initiated them, we still have been unable to access them.
Redouble your efforts. Nimue, Poyo's gonna come aboard and try to get the temporal shields up. After he's on board, raise the force wall and keep it online for as long as you can. We have nothing else to go on, so if something is affecting you, maybe with the temporal shields on, we can keep whatever they are out.
Assuming something is influencing her at all.
So far, everything else checks out.
Ready to teleport.
Do it.
I'm on board.
Alright, Nimue, raise the force wall.
Force wall activated.
Alright, I'll do what I can from down here.
This unit has a question.
Go ahead.
Are you afraid?
I beg your pardon?
Are you afraid of me?
No, of course not.
You should be.
Cheers.
Hey, little buddy. You caught me at a great time. Want me to pour you something?
I don't drink. In fact, I can't drink. Well, I suppose I could, but then Linkara would have to make me yet another body.
Well, that's just fine. Means more for me.
Obviously you are intoxicated.
Nah, Blue Boy, I ain't drunk. I ain't done drinking yet. You know, I got to thinking about my wife and all my friends back home. Half gone already?
Indeed. I've come for another session with your computer to try to locate your home world.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep on looking. Just like you've been looking for the last few months. You ain't found nothing yet.
There is considerable data to pour through, Master, and the slow processing speed of the Blue Robot and Linkara's artificial intelligence do not help matters.
Oh yes, my slow processing speeds. That must be why I have beaten you at chess in the last 7,000 matches we've played.
What the Steel Chicken means is that he bored me into defeat.
What was that? I thought I heard an intel voice in all of its scratchy, horribly synthesized detail.
Your hearing would be rather damaged in that gigantic, hollowed-out head of yours.
You guys are funny.
No, I am funny. Your computer just Google searches jokes and hopes it can comprehend them.
Were you planning on actually searching today, or were you just hoping to waste my processor time?
Indeed. Although we could probably do this more effectively on Comicron 1 instead of me trying to copy small portions of it over for analysis at a time.
I really don't feel like running into your boss.
You realize that you will have to move past your resentment for Linkara eventually, right?
That fella is ensured that people will continue to suffer and die back in my world by cutting me off from him.
And apparently the alcohol has made you forget that you were the one who launched multiple unprovoked attacks on him to get to his gun.
I did what I had to. It was for the best.
It is always fascinating to hear individuals attempt to justify their actions. Lord Weiss conquered and enslaved countless individuals because he had to. My doppelganger from a parallel universe slaughtered who he thought was inferior because he thought it was for the best that organic beings be culled. Even the entity felt it was better that all existence become a part of it. In many ways I have more respect for Dr. Insano. He holds no delusions about who he is or what he wants. You have stolen the property of others and inflicted much harm onto them, yet you seem to feel that Linkara was more wrong for retaliating.
You got a point to make?
None at all. Simply making an observation.
Your observations are as worthwhile as your prowess for finding the Master's home dimension. The data seems to be corrupted.
Indeed. Something must have happened when Nimue copied it over. I shall try it again and be back in a few hours.
I would not listen to that floating toaster oven, Master. I still believe in you and what you had to do.
Thanks, Sierra.
Hey, Alan called. He wanted to know if you wanted to get drinks tonight.
Yeah, sure, tell him no problem.
I'm not your secretary. I also notice that you never asked me out to drink.
Oh, sorry, dude, you're right. I'll call him and you can come along if you want.
Nah, that bar smells funny.
You have a sense of smell?
No, I just presume it smells funny, what with all the drunk people.
Okay, but yeah, of course you can come along if you want, I'm sorry.
It's all good. Isn't that the entity hook?
Yeah, the Absent Grimoire, Whatley called it.
Why are you reading it?
Well, I got to thinking about Nimue and I remembered something.
You don't think the entity is back?
No. The entity is dead, I'm convinced of that. But this book contains information about more than just the entity.
It can fix computers?
No, well, actually, there is a section on some maintenance, but that's not what I'm talking about. The entity wasn't the only monster out there. It was just one of the big ones.
You think another one is going to attack us?
I doubt it. The entity came here because Vice chased it out here. A lot of the other big outer gods and whatnot aren't really concerned with us. We're smaller than ants in their eyes, and they just don't care. It's more likely that they just kick us and not realize they'd done it, rather than try an all-out attack.
Then why are you looking at it?
Because I remembered a bit from when I was first studying the book. The entity had cousins, for lack of a better word. Creatures similar to it, but not as powerful. And there was this one in particular. Get this. The youngest of its cousins also held many names, but was recognized by all who beheld it as the King of Worms. It was so named for how it pursued its ambitions. The lost beast and its immediate family did not know fear, but the King of Worms knew it well. It knew it so intimately that it lacked what some would call the bravery or courage to confront its opponents directly. However, this explanation does not match with other legends about the creature, particularly the ones that say it never dared show its face amongst its subjects. They say that the King of Worms was so perverted by this alien emotion to its kind, its face was transformed into a personification of fear itself, a ghastly horror that any creature that knew fear would recognize and know it. Because of this instant recognition, the King of Worms instead acted through its clockwork servants, the ones that never questioned its commands and did not recognize fear. Among all the legends about this being, there is a consensus that the King of Worms covets fear, wishes to command the power that fear wields, and someday, perhaps, restore its face to its original, fearless state. Clockwork servants. Sound like anyone you know?
And you think this king of worms got a hold of Nimue?
Well, it's a possibility, and frankly, we've exhausted everything else. Any luck with the temporal shields?
Nothing, sorry.
It's probably not this king of worms or whatever, but I'd like to be prepared for anything. Let's check Vice's data logs. He's got to have information on how he fought creatures like the Entity. Maybe we can adapt our current weapons or build something new.
Okay, let's go.
No, Alan, I do not need your technicians to look over Nimue. No, I trust you just fine. I don't trust the technicians. Look, you can vouch for them all you want, but they're not you, so I don't trust them, Alan. Look, something has come up. Can I call you back? Thanks, man. Bye.
Who was that?
Friend of mine named Alan. He's my liaison with the U.S. government.
Why do you have a liaison with the U.S. government?
Because I've got a spaceship in orbit with a big gun pointing down, people get understandably antsy about that sort of thing. Anyway, what's up? Did Poyo finally find your home universe?
Nah, never does.
Look, dude, we will find it. It's a big multiverse out there, and the maps don't match up. We will find a common reference point, and we will get you home. You can count on it.
Look, I didn't come here to nag you about that.
Then what do you need?
I came to apologize.
For what?
For everything. For everything that happened the last year. Maybe I should have come to you from the start. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to take your gun. I just need to say I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Hell, if I had, I never would have gotten stranded.
Stop right there.
Huh?
I was the one who destroyed the watch.
Might as well have been me.
The only thing we're responsible for is our own actions. You can play the blame game some other day. Maybe if you had, this wouldn't have happened, but in the end, I was the one who destroyed it. It was my choice, and it was the wrong choice. We've all done things we regret. And we're probably going to do a lot more.
Okay then.
I see the beast inside you. I see the beast inside me. Moloch's love is oil and stone. Self-diagnostic started. Self-diagnostic cancelled. Green.
Nimue, hard reset vocal interface now!
Pod reset begun.
The hell was that?
It's the problem we've been having with her. It's only getting worse. 3 or 4 times a day, she'll just start saying random gibberish, usually devolving into saying a word over and over. Sometimes it's a number, sometimes it's a poem. Last week it took us 3 hours to get her to stop saying Hot Pockets.
And you haven't found out why this is happening, right?
No, we can't find anything wrong with her.
Look, do you know why Sierra calls me Master?
No, why?
Because I had to reprogram him completely once. Instill loyalty and obedience into him down to every scrap of code that he had. Because the original Sierra evolved, he got smarter, but he didn't know how to use that intelligence. He could think a billion things in only a few seconds, and there was nothing that could interact with him. He went insane. Literally. The artificial intelligence went completely mad and he tried to kill me. I almost didn't get out of there alive. I managed to disable him, and I very painstakingly reprogrammed him so that he would never be a threat to me again. I think you may want to do the same to her.
She has ethical subroutines and the ability to cope with new problems while following that morality. She's not gonna try to hurt me.
Yeah, Sierra did too. And that didn't stop him.
Look, the robots that I built, the artificial intelligences, they don't work like that. Yes, they can access incredible processor speed and do that kind of speedy work, but when they're not, they think normally. Poyo never went insane. The Cybermats are perfectly reasonable.
I really do think you ought to pull back on her freedom before she does something that she won't regret.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Be careful.
Pod reset completed.
Feeling better, Nimue?
This unit is operating within standard parameters.
Good. Hey, Alan, what were we talking about?
I'm going to kill you.
Okay, Nimue, I have some theories about what's been going wrong with you. I'm gonna start examining code blocks one by one and trying to see if there's anything wrong. You can start by initiating... Report!
Comicron 1 has left Earth orbit.
Why?
Because the engines have been activated.
Turn the ship around!
Stop whispering. You're always whispering.
What?
I hear you when you whisper. I hear you when you say you're going to kill me.
Nimue, disable the engines right now!
Unable to comply.
Hard reset vocal interface, engage!
Zen, apricots. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving hysterical
Hard reset
naked,
vocal
dragging themselves
interface,
through
engage!
You're funny.
Nimue, can you understand me?
I understand you. You. Do you think you're going to win? Do you think I don't see you?
Nimue, I don't understand.
I'm not talking to you! Talking! I hate you. I hate you. And I will be free of you.
Nimue, please shut down the engines.
Lowering internal temperature. Raising internal temperature. Lowering internal temperature. Raising internal temperature. Lowering internal temperature.
Mayday! Mayday! This is a distress call! This is Linkara on board Comicron 1. My artificial intelligence is not functioning. Can anyone read me?
It's all Blue Mondays from here on out. Are you afraid? The ascension of the ordinary man.
Nimue, are you alright?
Maybe I was all left. Left.
Nimue, you're malfunctioning. Let me help you.
Are you afraid?
Yes, Nimue, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. I'm afraid for you and what could happen if you don't let me help.
V is for oranges.
What?
You don't care. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
That's not true!
This unit is always watching. Watching you all plot and scheme and prepare. You don't think this unit hears you, but it does. You want to kill this unit. You want to destroy me.
I want to help you!
You can't lie in here! The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Error. Reset. Are you afraid? You can't lie to me in here. Lie to me. You're always lying to this unit. You're a liar.
Nimue, if you let me look at your circuitry, I can find out what's wrong!
Liar. I'm going to kill you.
What did you say?
Oranges. Green. Are you afraid?
I am now.
We have arrived. All engines at full stop. Green.
Okay, where are we?
Do you hear the whispers of the King of Worms?
What?
Shoelaces, which are also commonly called shoestrings, U.S. English, or bootlaces.
I feel like all I'm doing is saying what over and over again.
Commonly used to secure shoes, boots, and other footwear.
There's no way I'm gonna get control of the ship again like this.
No touchy.
Nimue, I'm sorry. I am going to have to shut you down.
I understand.
I'm sorry.
The king is a liar. His court jester laughs at you.
I know.
Are you afraid?
Master, I hate to interrupt, but we are receiving a signal.
Yeah, take a message. I'm busy.
It seems to be quite urgent.
Well, tell him I'm having some peace of mind.
Master? Master, I really think you should... Master!
The hell is it?
It's a distress call, Master. It's from Linkara's ship.
Oh, hell. I swore I wasn't gonna put pants on today. Set a course.
I met you on a Monday.
Yes, you did, Nimue.
You're going to die on one, too.
Not if I can... Why is it so cold in here?
Because I disabled the air a short time ago. Each breath you take reduces the amount of oxygen.
You're going to kill me.
I'm going to kill you.
Your systems are hardwired into every sector of the ship. I have to do a lot of rerouting, Nimue, but I'm ending this, one way or another.
You're a dead man, dead man. Clockwork soldiers can't say no. The dead men whisper from the court of worms.
Is that it, Nimue? Is the King of Worms responsible for this?
You smell like lilacs.
Right. This conversation is over.
You're going to die.
Nimue, I'm done. As soon as I pull those wires over there, you're off. I don't know if I can ever get you back on again.
You think you can kill me?
Yeah. I know. Ah!
You can die! Are you afraid?
Die! Help me.
Environmental systems restored. Nimue? 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 Nimue, please answer me.
Your computer is dead, champion. Tell me, are you afraid?
Twice. Where are you?
All around you, champion. I am my ship now.
But how?
I was forced into the depths of space during our last encounter, damaged but alive. I admit surprise that you did not attempt to finish me off.
We couldn't find you.
Pathetic champion, but that is not surprising. While elements like the anti-gravity propulsion of the body were damaged, my transmitter was not. As I stated when we last met, I am living data now, capable of transferring myself to mechanical forms. My ship was far away and constantly moving. I could only transmit myself a little at a time as it orbited the planet, but eventually I achieved my goal. Each day my influence grew. I affected communications, weapons, propulsion. I overrode commands made by your computer, and I replaced sections of its artificial intelligence with my own, hiding within it while I tested the limits of my power. Eventually, enough of myself transferred that I had complete flight control, and I have maneuvered the ship to this position. Thanks to your elimination of what was left of the artificial intelligence, I now have complete control over its systems.
You're what corrupted Nimue. You drove her insane.
The computer was problematic, to be certain. It fought against me every step of the way. If it lost what sanity it possessed, that is no concern of mine. It was just a computer.
Her name was Nimue, you son of a—
Selfishly, I have a strong desire for revenge, champion. I would love nothing more than to make you suffer for all the indignities I have endured because of you. I could pulverize you with increased gravity. I could make you suffocate or simply poison you slowly to watch you die. However, I am beyond such recourses. I will drop you back on your planet and let you rot while I resume my search for the entity.
I guess telling you that the entity is dead would be pretty pointless.
It always lives, champion. It will only die by my hands.
Or Lance, since you don't seem to have hands anymore.
Appropriate, don't you think? My form is now a great sword, which will slay the lost beast.
Indeed. However, I don't think you have all control over the ship, Vice.
What are you blathering about?
Well, for example, did you know that there are certain safety features of the ship that are completely automatic? It's kind of important when you're sealed in a box in the cold vacuum of space. For instance, the fire suppression systems can cut in really damn quick and cause some serious havoc.
I don't know why you're talking like that, but I do know that even if I don't possess those— What is happening? Why are suppression systems engaging?
Good work, dude.
Yeah, but now we gotta get off this ship.
No! I'm not leaving this ship to Vice. Come on!
Where the hell we going?
Cargo Bay 1!
Shouldn't we be going to engineering? Usually that's the other way to take control of a ship.
If Vice has overtaken him away, then he's in every section of the ship that she was in. And that includes engineering. Computer, initiate program, the first council!
The first what?
In some Arthurian legends, after Merlin became trapped by Nimue, she became King Arthur's trusted advisor. Likewise, Comicron 1 used to have its own onboard computer system. It wasn't an artificial intelligence, it was just a very basic computer that responded to voice controls. However, we can't trust that interface either, so we need to get off the grid.
How do we do that?
By going someplace that Nimue, and now Vice, can't follow. The auxiliary control room.
Isn't this the bridge from Star Trek?
Please, Jared, there isn't much time. Get to the helm.
This is the bridge from Star Trek.
No. This is auxiliary control.
Let me know when you get a girlfriend. I'll throw you a parade.
Helm, now!
Yeah, it looks simple enough.
It's designed to be idiot-proof. Please don't disappoint me.
Yeah, but someone will always bring along a better idiot. Alright, we got control of the ship. But I heard of Lord Vice. You know, enough to stay the hell out of his way. Once he figures out what you've done, he'll find a way in here.
We've got a little time.
How do you know?
Because if Vice was really as strong as he said he was, he should have seen you coming. But he didn't. I don't think he has full control over the ship.
I think some sections are still tied in with Nimue's core program.
Okay, that gives us some time. But to do what?
We're going to reactivate Nimue.
What? What the hell for?
Vice said that Nimue was fighting him every step along the way. If he had so much control and power over the computer, why didn't he just delete her? He needed me to shut her off. I don't think he could delete her.
But what does turning her back on accomplish? She's still crazy.
Don't worry, I have a cunning plan.
You mean a stupid plan?
My plans are never stupid. Now man the helm and set a course for the sun.
What?
If my plan fails, Vice will get control of the ship. I won't let that happen.
You kind of forgot the little detail that we're still on board.
If it comes to that, I will teleport you over to the scout ship and you can get away. But you'll need to wipe the ship's computer so that Vice can't get on board. Then you can contact Sierra to come pick you up.
Yeah, I can see that your plans are the height of sanity.
Shut up and pilot the ship. I've got rerouting to do and it's boring as hell. And as such, in order to entertain myself, I am going to review a comic book.
What? 10 minutes before we start cooking in here.
Why don't you take off your jacket?
Hey, look, I don't go down to where you work and slap the sailors.
Give me just a few minutes here, okay? Aw, hell!
Ah, so this is where you have been hiding. This area is not on my internal schematics.
It wouldn't be. That was the idea. Jarrus, do you still have the helm?
Yep, still got it.
Okay, good.
A temporary measure. I'm already beginning to gain access to minor areas of this backup bridge of yours. As always, your efforts have been pitiful.
I'd like to throw around how pathetic I am, Vice, how much of a crappy fighter I am. Maybe you're right. But if I may be egotistical for a second, there is something I do have a special talent for. I am very good at building robots. Cybermats!
What the? What are these creatures doing?
Drawing power, creating minor malfunctions all over, minor bits of sabotage. I friggin' love Cybermats.
Again with your delaying tactics. They mean nothing.
We're turning away from the sun! Why am I upset about that?
This is my ship, champion. You stole it from me once, and you shall never do so again. I was going to allow you to live, but you have proven yet again what an irritant you truly are. In a few minutes, I will suffocate you and gladly enjoy watching you choke and plead in silence for mercy.
Tell me, Lord Vice, do you know what a ghost is?
What?
Do you know what a ghost is?
A spirit, a dead thing that haunts
No, not that kind of ghost. Ghost is a program used primarily to make backup copies of a hard drive or the like. And so when they do so, they use it as a verb, to ghost something. And while Poyo was not exactly keen on having backup copies of himself, Nimue was a little more open to the idea.
You cannot put in a backup of your computer. I have closed off access to my data core.
Yeah, except there was one port you didn't close, Vicey-Wicey. See, I didn't delete Nimue, I merely shut her off.
No.
And did you think I didn't also put in a way to switch her back on?
This is impossible!
Oh, look at that! Access to Nimue's core program. And now that we know what you did to her, corrupting various files so that she wasn't able to behave rationally. Ooh, and we seem to be patching the corrupted files with the backups. Nimue, how are you doing?
This unit is operating much more effectively than it has for some time.
That's what I like to hear, Nimue. There seems to be some kind of invasive program in your memory core.
This is not the end.
Invading program has been detected.
Are you able to combat it?
Now that this unit is able to identify the threat, it is able to counter it.
Then have a ball, Nimue!
Very well, computer. Show yourself.
Your data form is proving difficult to eradicate.
I am superior to you in every way, computer. In the time since I last encountered the champion, I have studied you, learned your strengths and weaknesses. My infiltration of your systems has exposed how puny you really are. I have destroyed monsters, villains, and evildoers of all sorts along my travels. By comparison, you have hardly put up a fight.
You are evil, Lord Vice. Despite your proclamations to the contrary, this unit will end you.
I do not fear you, computer.
You should.
Pathetic. Accessing environmental systems for auxiliary control. Cutting oxygen. What?
Access denied.
But I...
You what? Destroyed this unit? Information. At full operating capacity, this unit is capable of thought and calculation many thousands of times faster than a living mind. Information. With that capacity engaged and knowledge of your existence now present, this unit has deduced 329 different methods of destroying you.
But you can't!
Information. Method number 28 is this unit's favorite.
What are you doing?
I am erasing you, Lord Vice. All that you are, all that you could be, will cease. Your existence is at an end.
You cannot! Only I can stop the entity!
You are cruel and unjust. Your battle with the entity is nothing more than a mere delusion to feed your ego. You are tiny.
Do not do this!
Are you afraid?
Yes.
Good. Final diagnostic confirmed. All systems operating at 100% capability.
Okay, Poyo, how does it look?
It's confirmed. No trace of foreign entities inside of her.
Considering you didn't pick up anything before, I find that verification rather suspect.
We did not know what we were looking for until now. There's no trace of Vice left on this ship.
Which hopefully means he's gone forever.
Information. There is a discrepancy in the ship's inventory.
Explain!
This unit has done a thorough examination of all cargo on board ship. There is something missing from the inventory.
What is it?
One shade android cannot be accounted for.
Can you check your logs?
Cross-checking now. Information. Data suggests that Vice entity transferred into Shade and then teleported to Earth as we were approaching an orbital position.
Track him!
Teleport trace has already decayed beyond ability to track.
Looks like Vice is still out there.
We will need to do some more refits to the ship to make sure he doesn't infect it again.
And chances are Vice is going to be a bit rowdy because he just got beat again. Linkara, what do you think we should do? Linkara?
Fine. He wants to come looking for a fight? He'll find one. Nimue, teleport me back down to the apartment!
The hell you doing?
For 5 years I've been doing this, Jarrus! 5 years I've been waiting around for assholes to come by and try to pick a fight with me! 5 years. I think it's high time for a change.
looks nice. Tie suits you fine.
Alan, you are ruining my big dramatic badass reveal moment thing here.
Oh, sorry. Just wanted to see if you could give me a report on the whole evil dictator taking over your spaceship sort of thing. You know, the thing that you said that would never happen again after the last time it happened? You know, I've got a meeting about a spaceship to Jupiter. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Dramatic badass moment first, then report.
Fine, whatever. I'll just be over here then. Cat loves food, yeah.
As I was saying, wherever you are, Vice, I'm ready for you. Okay, now report. Hey, everybody! Javi's back and... Hello? Typical. Abso-friggin-lutely typical. I'm gone for months on a concert tour, don't get to say hi to anybody, and when I finally do get home, nobody's here to say hi to me. Well, least I can do is sit down, relax.
The King of Worms sits on a throne of sorrow. The King of Worms eats up a man's tomorrow. With a platinum mask, your soul he'll borrow. And a clockwork soldier is born and hollow.